Thanks, Eugene. Eugene, you need to let me screen share.
Yeah, allowed already, sorry.
Okay. Oh. Okay. All right then. Hello everyone. So my name is Raylin. And then so I'll be talking to you guys about market research today. And it's a little introduction about myself. So I am currently the EST in BD. And before this, I was the LCVP, SUVP FL in Isaac and Help University. So nice to meet you all. And then let's get into the whole session. Okay, so first, before I actually start, right, I want to do a little simulation with you guys. You can annotate on the whiteboard. I think you can annotate in Zoom. So the situation is Akong and Ali wants to eat good bak kut teh for lunch, like really, really good bak kut teh. And so fast, okay, but they're not sure which area to go. So we have Puchong, we got SS15, we got, I don't know, SS2 or something. We got all these different places to eat good bak kut teh, and they only have a limited time. So what should they do first? So first one would be call friends who live in the respective areas with like renowned bak kut teh restaurants, or just go anywhere. I can go Puchong, just go anywhere lah. We just choose, or they should just give up and just eat McDonald's because today's not the day. So yeah, you can annotate, and then you can put down what do you think Akong and Ali should do first. I think you can circle or put sticker or anything. Oh, oops, okay. Sorry. Lazy. I see. Okay. So we have almost half of the people wants to call friends. Someone wants to give up. And got one person who wants to just go anywhere. Lazy think. I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay, then. How do I delete? Annotate. Never mind. Okay. So. Oh, okay. Thank you. It already spoiled it, but okay, never mind. So the answer is actually to call friends who live in those areas, because you see, Akong and Ali, they really want to eat bak kut teh for lunch today. But then if I just go anywhere, then I wouldn't know whether it's good or not. I would just be going blindly, and then what if I'm disappointed, right? And if I give up and eat McDonald's, that's like not my objective at all. I want to eat bak kut teh, but I'm not eating bak kut teh, I'm eating McDonald's. So the only right option here would be to call friends who live in those areas, see which one their friends recommend, and then analyze it themselves. Which one should we go to? So okay. Yes. Okay, so just like Akong and Ali, whenever we do anything, especially sales, we should always first research and study our target before actually executing anything. Yeah, so without understanding what kind of target we are approaching, it's impossible to know what we want to provide to them either. So without knowing what kind of like Puchong bak kut teh they want to eat, or maybe SS15 bak kut teh they want to eat, it's impossible to know like what Akong and Ali wants as well, because they don't know what they are expecting without researching. So there's this thing called market research in sales, and today I'll be talking a bit about how to do market research in BD. And yeah, so if you've like search market research in Google, this is the definition that you get, and basically it is trying to gather information about other people's needs and preferences. So in sales or in BD's perspective, it will be to gather information about the leads or the partners that we want to contact, and like try to know what their needs, what do they want, what can we offer, and those kind of things. So usually during like attraction or pre-attraction, we have market research first, and then through market research, we have to identify the right target that we want to contact. And then after that, we go to like find their contact number, or maybe go find their email, find their LinkedIn, and then like you can schedule a call with them. Then after the call, during the call or during the meeting, you will understand the company and the industry. And then after that, you create a proposal. And then the proposal is about like having the deliverables and then communicating two ways to understand what they want. And then you can further like, enhance the proposal. And the one that we want to focus on today would be the first step, which is market research and how to identify what kind of partners you should contact to for your projects. So in the market, there will be a tool that I'll be sharing to you later to do market research. Basically, there are two main parts to it. The first one would be just the main like identification, where you figure out like what kind of business it is. Is it an SME? Is it an MND or MNC? SME and an MNC. And then like all the different types of businesses there are, and also what kind of industry they're in. Are they in environmental? Are they in electrical industry? Or maybe they are in like marketing industry or something. So figuring out what kind of business they are first, that's the first step that you should do. And after that, you can go in depth about your research. So some of the questions that could be provided is like, does the company have any CSR experience or past activities? So if they do, then it's a good thing because our values already aligned with us. And also how usually is their initiative, how usually are their initiatives being carried out, or like what have they done in the past? So this to know like how frequent are their initiatives, and then you can understand like match the timeline with us as well. And definitely in this time, like how much they are impacted by COVID. Some businesses may not be financially sustainable, and they wouldn't be willing to engage with people like us, like Isaac, to do like further collaboration since they just want to focus on sustaining themselves. So those kind of companies, maybe it's not suitable for us to contact that much. And also trying to know what's their 2022 focus is also very important, so that you can know what kind of value you want to propose and then what kind of values are aligned as well with us. The next one would be on the challenges that the company has. This one basically is to like figure out what's their pain, so that we can know like how we can resolve their pain. And what does this company wish to achieve? Well, this one is more towards a deliverable, so that their wants or maybe their needs. And then we can also help to enhance their wants, or also like satisfy their wants. Yeah. Yes. So there is basically like just a rough overview of how research is basically done. And then these are the kind of prompt questions that there are. So right now, if you have the link to the slide, you'll find that there's a tool, and then in the tool itself, you can, it's already like all done for you. No, okay. So you can click on the link in the tool. I'll also share it in the chat box in case. Okay. Yeah. So, in the tool itself, we have the kind of basic market research template. And then over there, you can go to the working space area. Then over there, you just write the date, which is today, and then write down your name. Or you can write down your LC as well, and then just perform the research up until the research part only. You don't need to go further. And so what, wait, let me share my screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you need to identify one lead. You can find on Google, you can find on Facebook or anything. So you just identify one lead, and then you just do the research on that one lead for 20 minutes. So yeah, I'll give you 20 minutes time to do this. And before that, does anyone have any questions? Or if you don't understand what you need to do, you can also tell me.
We don't have to generate into Hotspot, right? Just
No,
randomly.
no, no, no. Yeah, it's just like a simulation. You just need to do one only. All right, then if everybody is clear, then we can start the working space. So yeah, 20 minutes starting from now. You are indirectly doing a market research. So some tips that maybe would be helpful is like, don't try to close sales in the first meeting. So during the first meeting, your only objective should be to understand the company more and approach them with curiosity and be empathetic when listening to them. Because if you just have like the objective to close sales, most probably you wouldn't be able to know more about the company and you won't be able to communicate well with the company. So yeah, just always try to remember that you are trying to understand the person more or understand the company more and understand, just try to learn more things and then just study them and all those. And then second part would be research equals the conversation. So put equal amounts of effort into both. Don't half-heartedly do a research, just like whatever, you just find whatever information you can find. And then in the conversation, you like put so much effort into conversations. If you don't have enough research, most probably you wouldn't be able to converse with them anyways. So don't ever jump into a conversation without research, and also vice versa. You do so much research, but in the end, you don't even talk to them that much. It's like you're wasting your efforts into doing the research. So put equal amounts of effort into both, so that it will be kind of balanced, and then you'll get what you want and they'll also listen what they want to find out. And also the third point is, don't try to find an answer when you're doing your research. There's never an end and destination when researching, as I mentioned just now. So instead, keep an open mind and just try to understand the other party or the other person. Just try to understand only, like don't try to, it's not an exam question. There's no like right or wrong answer to researching. So yeah, that's basically it for my sharing. And then yeah, good luck to everyone in starting your term. And before I end, I think we can have a short Q&A. Yeah, we can. Oh, it's not recorded. Oh, it's recorded. Okay. Yeah, so we can have a Q&A. If you have a question, you can either open your mic or you can put that in the chat box. Okay, if there's no questions.
Question. Yeah,
Yes.
so that means that sometimes when doing market research, it will lead to like making assumption. Like for example, when we do for certain company, and then we will think like, hey, maybe this company don't want like maybe like CSR or anything, and then it might lead to us don't want to contact them. So what do you think about this? And then yeah, you get what I mean?
Also, you mean you are doing your research and then because you don't have enough information, you make assumption and then.
Yeah, because it's not like I do a market research and then based on the information, yeah, so it makes me think that maybe this company don't want to do like maybe CSR or employer branding initiative.
I would say you should still contact them. Then you can talk more to the person. Then like by scheduling a call and then in the first meeting, you'll be able to talk about that lah. So they'll be able to give you a direct answer to your questions. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I have a question.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted to ask, most probably like when scheduling a call with them, right? Usually do you like state your like where you are from clearly, and then like what is the usual challenge you will face during this type of call?
Usually during first contact, from my experience, most of the companies didn't reply back. So that would be my main challenge. And then in the email, I don't usually state what I want straight away. I just introduce myself. I just talk about Isaac a little bit, and then I'll just ask them like, are you the right person to talk about this? Or either are you free this week to have a call, or just those kind of things. Okay, I hope I answered your question. And we also have another question by Maki. What do you do when a company isn't free for a call? You can either find for another person who is free, or you can just wait a bit until they are free. But if they just tell you like straight up, oh, we're not free for a call, then maybe it could mean that they're not interested as well. So you have to take all this into consideration. Okay. Oh, when do you consider to move on? If they don't reply after like 3 or 4 follow-ups, then I will just like move on already to another lead. Yeah, so I think like when contacting companies, following up is very important. Instead of CSR department, what kind of department we can approach? Ooh, there's different types of names for CSR. So most of the companies wouldn't have. Oh yeah. So most of the companies, they wouldn't have uh like a department called CSR. You can find like, Eugene, you want to help me out a bit? I don't remember the names.
Okay, can. Yeah. So so CSR isn't that common in Malaysia yet. And then normally people do like CSR is related to a few things. So investor relations, sustainability, corporate communication. So the more common one would be corporate communication like that. Then normally it's on, I don't know, like America or Europe countries. Then it's more common that they have CSR like that. But the translated version in Malaysia mostly is corporate com. Of course, some of it is HR. But then again, HR is such a general term, right? That sometimes when you approach HR, it's more suitable for EWA sales. Sometimes it's more suitable for IGV sales, or some of it maybe for like, for example, JV's BD portfolio. I think in upcoming commit, this one I can share a little bit more detail, wouldn't be in this call instead, because this can go quite deep also, honestly speaking. Yeah, you can take note like, yeah, the few names that I mentioned just now. And then another thing to also take note is just now the ones that I mentioned is on MNC. So if it's on SME, then normally they wouldn't even have corporate com department. Some of them don't even have HR department. Then normally if you need to try to find the boss or maybe some of but normally SME is faster to respond because the company like 10 people, then it's very easy to reach the boss, the decision maker. Yeah, sustainability. Okay. So if you have a Q&A here, yeah, good Q&A. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, so I'll take over from Reading side. Yeah, so thanks, Reading. Okay, I'll go to the ER principle. Okay, so it's good everyone have burning questions. Okay, anyways, yeah, so I'll go into the next one. Okay, okay, so next one would be HubSpot and ER principle. So I'll try to be faster because now it's 10 already. Yeah. So okay, so everyone, let's click this slide. Okay. So try your market research process. So even at the start, right? Sunisa asked, oh, do we need to put in HubSpot? So HubSpot is the very important thing here. Yeah. In case no matter you completely don't know HubSpot, or maybe you already know already, you can still pay attention throughout like this whole booklet. If you read completely of it, then slide by slide, then congratulations, you can just rest your brain for okay. Yeah, but actually there are a few things on details on here. So here I would say key alignments. No. Okay, so here is the whole table of contents. So as a new person, you just explore here. If you're old people, you just explore the past few slides. Okay, yeah, but basically in HubSpot, I'll say like previously we have like a lot of things. Hey, how to use this, how to do that. So I just consolidated throughout this whole thing already lah. Yeah. So table of contents here, so you can see yourself and then read yourself one by one. Okay. Yeah. So I think here definitely the very important part is why do we even need to use HubSpot, right? In fact, actually we are paying for HubSpot. So NAF is actually like covering like some things like, for example, advertising and then also customer relation management. So this is part of the customer relation management of that. So sort of it's national site buy for everyone, then everyone can use it on a cheaper price like that. And the database is centralized also. Okay. So anyways, yeah. So just imagine this now. So you have what? Okay, so you have someone from Isaac and Langkawi and someone from Isaac and Labuan, right? And then two of them approach the same company, then definitely the company would feel very confused, or some of them might even feel very angry like that. Like, why are there so many people, especially from the same company, like communicating or finding them and then trying to sell them something? And in fact, this is something that actually happened in the past also, and I hope it doesn't happen again now. Yeah, so I'll go a bit faster. So mainly why we need to use ER principle and HubSpot. No, okay, here, yeah. And then this will also result in lose trust, and then also they might also spread the bad word of mouth towards other organizations also. So it would affect our future opportunities or partnership experience and the brand being damaged. Yeah. So definitely here prevention is better than cure. So just like COVID, you prevent yourself from getting COVID instead of cure COVID. Okay. Yeah. So definitely that's why we have the external relations principle, ER principle. And we use HubSpot as the tool to manage our external relations itself. Yeah, so here is based on the compendium-wise article 25.4. So if you want to click into it, you can click this the chunk of the ER principle. But mainly here we'll say, okay, we are using HubSpot. So there are other tools, if let's say you end your Isaac you go outside other organizations, you still do sales. Some of them use like Salesforce, some of them use Google Spreadsheet. But mainly HubSpot is one of the common one and the one that we are subscribing to. Okay. Yeah, so mainly it will manage all your customer related information. In fact, it can do marketing related stuff, but mainly here we are doing sales. Okay. Yeah, then it helps you communicate with your customers. So what do I mean by this communicate with customers? So again, going back to the example. So let's say two people, because we are representing Isaac as one like that. So even though it's Isaac in Isaac in Langkawi, Isaac in JB like that, but it's still Isaac. Yeah. So we are still representing Isaac brand, so we do prevent the confusion. Yeah. Okay. So if you haven't registered yourself, okay, you just let me know in the group chat, Telegram chat, not here. Okay. And I believe your email is here already. In case you haven't put in your email, you put. But then for those members one, then you just send in the group lah. Yeah, so send your team's email so that I can add them into HubSpot. If you know how to add them yourself, then go ahead. Okay. Then once you're registered, you can see something like this. So we are all registered under National CRM Malaysia. Okay. By the way, if I'm going too fast, just open mic. Okay. If you type in chat also can, but I might miss out. Okay. And then another thing that you can do for HubSpot is also email integration. So basically is if you use the HubSpot, right? Okay, so every time you contact a partner once and then you go and document once, so it might be very time consuming or tedious for you also. So that's why I would strongly encourage you to actually use just directly document everything on HubSpot like that. Yeah, and then just write all your notes here, and then at the same time log it together with your email. Yeah, so apparently my search results is a bit slow, but never mind. Yeah, but you can link it together with your email. Okay. Yeah, then basically from here, once you record your past emails that you sent out, right? Then you can refer it in the future, and your successor can refer it in the future. So basically, okay, so now I talk about the basic going through HubSpot, right? So how do you use it? So basically, okay, this is a bit step by step. So you can just like just now that session, right? You can just modify it yourself and then try to be creative in your own R&D. But this HubSpot thing, you just directly use this one. It's ready for you already. Yeah. So you can just directly create a company. Yeah. So you go to companies, click create company, and then you can fill in the information. So mainly they will need the website and the company name. And then best that you always put in the website because it will automatically detect whether you have created the similar or same company or not. And then if you take over certain other LC's leads, then it's actually considered ER violation of that, even if it's duplicated leads. So make sure that you don't simply create a new lead. Okay, check first. So the cross-checking, so you can just put inside the search here. Okay, I don't know why my search is still slow. Yeah, but let's say you put in the company, then you go and see company-wise, then click see all. Okay, so yeah, so again, yeah. Okay, then if let's say you see a lot of similar one, then you can click here, which I'll explain later. Yeah, but make sure it's all checked. Okay, so this IZ1 I need to merge one by one, but other companies, some of it is starting to merge already. Yeah, so ensure that no one has created it before. And then, okay, and then if you want to just search whether a company exists already or not, right? So you saw what I do just now, I just directly type the company name. So this is the instinct also. So you can just use the search bar here. It's just like Google search, you can search everything. Okay, yeah, so maybe I'll close it. Another one. Yeah, then moving on. So definitely you need to add a deal. So again, here on company, right? Because the company is in the database and then everyone can use it also. So how do you claim the ownership in terms of, okay, this deal, this company is under which LC, and then other LCs cannot touch it or contact it to prevent confusion, is that you need to add a deal on it. And then you need to write according to the correct format, okay? But before you add a deal, you also need to check the existing deals are active or not, okay? Yeah, so if there are no activities in the past 60 days, then you just add, okay? Again, the reference point, okay? And then you can check here. So basically you click into the company, then you see they got any past activities or not. And then at the same time, you can go to the deal there. Sometimes it recorded in the deal. So, okay, the company plus, okay, plus. Okay, so I check. Can also use the create company button when you add their website. Yes. Actually that part I covered already just now on this slide. Yeah. Okay, thanks Mahesh. Okay, but you need to click into the deal. So for example, this is click into the deal. This one is like the company site. Then you can actually see, okay, whether they got any activities or not. Okay, so all the information need to be updated. So if you contacted a company, then you didn't update on the spot, still fine. But I would suggest you to update on the spot so that the memory is fresh. But then you need to update everything within 5 working days. Okay, so if you didn't update within 5 working days, then it's on your own risk like that. Then other LCs have the right to take over it. Yeah. So when you're creating the deal, also create very clearly. So let's say you don't have any active deals, right? You write according to a format is a deal name. Yeah, no, the deal name is LC and underscore function. So this is for the previous one, right? So you can just write BD, okay? Then the timeline is it for summer sales, winter sales, company name also. Yeah, so you can put a BD IGV or BD ERA, it's up to you. But actually you don't need to write like that because when you already write BD, right, actually the pipeline will reflect already. Yeah, so basically in the pipeline, you also need to select, okay, what kind of partner is this? Yeah, then we suggest you to put in other information like close date, also like by when you will close this sales. But then this wouldn't indicate whether the deal is yours or not, only based on the recent activity, like did you update the stage or is there any notes there? Yeah, like that. Then the pipeline here, we got all the pipeline here. So some of it is for other functions, but mainly we are going to use GVFP, GV sponsorship, and then also the ERA FP, ERA in kind, those are ERA FP sales mainly, yeah, and ERA sponsorship. Yeah. Then for the deal stage, so I think this one I wouldn't explain one by one. You can read yourself. Yeah, because I think even though some of you guys transitions halfway, but I think you guys are familiar. But if you really don't know, you can kind of ask me. Just that the thing to take note is this one, the C one. So previously, when I'm downscaling things, I say follow up is whether you got follow up with the company or not. But then afterwards, then realize that this doesn't actually make sense because if the company never respond, no matter how many times you follow up, it's still considered first contact like that because the company just haven't opened your email, haven't replied. So to make the measurement more effective, then it's only when the lead responded. So company reply to you, responded to you, reply to you, then you can move it to lead response stage. So from here, then we can do the data analysis better like that. Yeah. Then moving on, also remember to create contact. So mainly the most important part is the create deal part, but you can create contact for your own convenience also. So you just add, and then you just put in the information, and then again, it will detect whether you got previous people got created or not. Okay, and then one pro tip is that you can associate it with your deal. So again, I mentioned is you can actually integrate it with your email one. So what do I mean by this? Is let me demonstrate an example. Okay, a bit dangerous that I'm recording my email, but never mind. Yeah. Okay, so let's say I send to Raylene, right? Okay. Yeah. So because I have integrated the email already, okay, on Hotspot, so you can see my send button is orange color, and it's orange color because I got put in the extension on my Chrome browser that it will record on the HubSpot database that, okay, this is sent to Raylene and then this is sent under this company itself, okay? Then it can track also. So you can see whether people got open your email or not. Yeah. Oh, okay. Someone opened mine last few weeks. Yeah, so you can see, but sometimes a bit not accurate. So from here, you can see, just now someone asked, right, how do you decide you move on or not? So you can send multiple emails and then at the same time, the email, you can check whether people open or not. Yeah, but again, sometimes it might not be effective. And then the best is just send to one contact or two contact like that. Yeah. Then what do I mean by having your contact locked together with your deal, right? So it's because when you associate the contact with the deal together, let's say for this company plus Malaysia, right? I just put in the email is, okay, shit. Okay, this one. So because the company is locked together with the deal already, so it automatically update the deal. Then I don't need to manual input one by one, like one time again. Yeah, sometimes it lock the company, but sometimes it doesn't. But you need to associate it together lah. Yeah, so it's something like this. Yeah, and then your email will be integrated and then put inside a HubSpot here also lah. Yeah. Okay, and then moving on. Okay, I'll go faster. Not faster. I think I'm considered going quite fast. Yeah. So if let's say you're interested in any LCs, leads or company, right? What should you do? So again, is if there's no active deals in touch on the HubSpot company within 60 days, right? Then you need, if got contact within 60 days, then you need to contact the LC's core account manager. Yeah, and the core account manager will need to respond within 5 working days also. Yeah, so if the core account manager didn't reply, then you can directly take it, no problem. Okay. Yeah. Then moving on, if let's say the lead don't have any active deals in touch for 60 days, but less than 6 months, then you can take the lead, but you still need to update the core account manager. Okay. So meaning, let's say I saw Help got this company. Okay. For example, Help has Nestle, example. Then Help didn't contact Nestle for 60 days already. Then I can directly take, but I still need to inform them. I need to inform my team. Okay. Yeah, then if let's say the lead don't have any active deals for more than 6 months already, right? You can just pick and you don't need to contact anyone. Yeah, because sometimes some of the leads also from their predecessors or very long-term alumni already. And the reason why you need to contact core account manager is also because every year the term change, right? So sometimes you might contact alumni instead. Yeah. So you may ask, how do I contact the respective entity core account manager? Yeah. So mainly is you just tag that person on HubSpot. Yeah, but I would suggest that you just directly go to the ER database here, and then you just Telegram them privately, or you just put it in the Telegram group. So ER database is this one. So after the commission call, you can also go and fill in your information. So here's term 2022. So mainly is who will be deciding whether the lead is under like the respective entity or not, then you can just directly contact them. Then one function have one core account manager. Then you can put your contact information here, like a great job, Ali, that you fill in already. Then you guys know, okay, your member also know when they are doing sales that they need to contact Ali directly. Okay. Yeah. Then and then here, oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean here the option is there that you can put the notes there, but I strongly suggest that you just directly talk in Telegram. Okay. So I skip one slide. Okay, this one. Yeah, the Telegram group communication. So you just click here to join. Okay, I think a lot of you are here already. Then let's say if you're interested to take over any leads, right, just go according to this format. So you utilize it so that, you know, let's say even in BD, the respective person didn't see, right? But there are other functions and maybe IGTA would be able to see it also lah. Yeah, and then that's for the the contacting. And if let's say you also found a lot of duplicated leads, right? You can also, oh no. Okay, this is database also serve this purpose. Yeah. Then if let's say there are duplicated leads, you just need to research on which one is actually the same, and then cross-check if there's any active deals and then communicate and align, then you can just let me know, okay? Yeah, so like for example here, right? So a lot of it here, okay, no, I mean this one, okay? So you haven't communicated or aligned, then I can't actually merge for you because I don't know if anyone is actively using it, okay? Yeah, but for these, like align and agree already, then I will be able to merge and then if you click here, right, the link is not accessible anymore because it's already merged already. Yeah, but some of it I haven't merged, like I forgot which one I haven't merged. But you don't merge yourself, only I can merge, okay? Yeah, so you can put it here, and I see a lot of people put here already. Yeah, and then yeah, inform me, and then the next one would be violation. So if let's say you really go and contact other LC leads, right, and then which they are contacting, you can actually receive penalty with a 1 week suspension or even up to 1 month like that. So if let's say, but the suspension would be for co-contacting. So your existing partner, you can still contact that. Yeah. So you can also refer here. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So like this. So you can see like even MC, so sometimes our AST would also violate, so got kena once. So MC also cannot, how say, MC and EST also cannot contact for 1 week like that. Yeah. So yeah. So if let's say it's a lead that is this LC is still contacting but not partner yet, it will be penalty for 1 week. If let's say it's an existing partner already, it will be penalty for 2 weeks. Yeah. And then if let's say because you contact this existing partner and then this partner terminated reverse, right, or pull out anything, then you cannot do contacting for 1 month. Okay. Yeah. So the consequences is real. Yeah. And then if you encounter any scenarios, you can feel free to document it into the ER database also. So everyone like can know, take note, and then I can also like document it also. Okay. Yeah. So okay. Hopefully it's not too heavy for your brain. Yeah, so to summarize it, right? Remember to always check the company and deal created by other LCs before making it your lead. And then also make sure you update in the right format. So if you didn't update in the right format, then it's not a valid deal and then wouldn't claim ownership. Okay. Yeah, and then also record all the conversation information and email integration, all those things. Yeah. And then also utilize the ER database for your communication with other LC also. So just update HubSpot. Okay. And also here, I also written down some notes that time when I'm creating this booklet. I think mainly the purpose of doing HubSpot is not only to, you know, how to say, like ensure other LC don't take your leads, all those stuff. But mainly HubSpot actually have a lot of features and tools that we can utilize. Yeah, because again, when you document here, your future successor can know and be able to utilize the information so that they can run sales better. And then I mean, from my perspective that I see and observe, actually our entity partnership is growing year by year and becoming better and better like that. So if you didn't do all the documentation here, then the past term just wouldn't be able to refer to it. And then at the same time, you'll be able to actually utilize HubSpot to do other things, such as you can do the dashboard here. The more information you fill in, then the more you can do the analysis also. Yeah. So mainly that's on that. So I think that's all. Yeah. Again, hopefully it's not too brain heavy for you. And if you are not familiar with anything, you can always ask me or you can always refer the booklet. And in terms of the frequently asked question, then I wouldn't cover it here. You can read it by yourself. But anyone got any question right now first? I go get a cup of water so you can open mic. If you are cool, you can put a cool. If you are still digesting, you can put a 1. Okay, digesting and cool. Okay, thanks for the very cute answer. Okay, I think for Mahesh, because I know he was in the sales team last year already, so he's quite familiar.
I want to ask, Eugene, if like the company, the other one of the contact, and then the company is agreed to partner. So this means that LC need to update in the previous LC's deal with it, in terms of like the MOA size, that kind of thing.
Come again, I didn't catch your question.
So means like if AUM with UPM, yeah, we have like the same partner. So this means that AUM need to update the MOA sign under the UPM one.
Yes. So if let's say two of the LCs collaborate on one lead, one company, then both of you guys update on the same lead, same company in HubSpot. You don't create a new one. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Yeah, I think here also got a question. Can I share that overall it's not recommended? Yeah, but if you guys agree and collaborate, then yeah, still update on the same lead. By coincidence. Okay, others. We have like how many response? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 only. We have 18 people, but we only have 4 response. Okay. Yeah, I think in WNC and upcoming commission call, I can upskill the R&D better. You guys are a bit more, even though transition hasn't finished, but the speed a bit faster than expected. Okay, what is this? Got answers already? Oh, okay. Yeah, but some of it I'll cover in future R&D also. Yeah, I think that's all. So sorry for the overtime. Okay. Yeah, so the announcement should be very fast. So again, these are the tools that you can utilize for your new term. And then I also combine most of the things, yeah, in this frequently accessed link also. So here are all the tools that you can utilize and even any past term resources. The commission call folder is both in the same one, past term and this term. Yeah, and then for all the national leaders, which is the LCVPs, or let's say you are the director of your entity, let's say you don't have the LCVP BD, then you can fill in this also. Yeah, others don't need to fill in. And then once you fill in there, the information will be reflected here. Okay. Yeah, so don't make me chase you down for the information. Okay. Yeah, then yeah, so basically this tool will be your best friend, that a lot of things will be here also. And then yeah, even including all the things here. And then again, here is the commission routine. Yeah, for you guys to know. And then we have Aman announcement. Yeah, so we're proud to announce Aman. Yeah, so basically Aman is like the awards night last. Then would hope that you guys can also join. Yeah, and I mean, like for example, Ang is from last term one. Yeah, last term SUP, then probably your award might appear here also. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, so you can come also. Then the location is at Subang, then the venue is not confirmed yet, but mainly here you'll get to meet up with a lot of other Isaacers, have conversation, and witness the awards and also performance. So you can register it here at this link. Yeah, at this link, then the deadline would be 22nd, and then we only have limited slots because we will do the COVID-19 risk management also. Yeah. And then mainly here is just a slide in terms of the design, in terms of what is Aman and then what will we experience. Maybe you can refer here. Then again, this is the performance contribution tool. So if your LC have sales in January and February, remember to update it also. So align with your predecessor to update it, because some of it haven't updated yet. Yeah, so because this thing that FL would also like open the invoice itself. And then if you got any partner want to appreciate or post anything on LinkedIn, then you can approach the EST in lane here. Yeah, and this is just I mentioned in last meeting already that this is the things that I downscale to your predecessor, which you can take note also. So for existing partners, remember to manage their experience. So it's not only we close the sales, get the money, then bye-bye. Okay, we need to deliver the experience. Yeah, and also the transition, passing the torch, mainly all the things here. yeah, I wouldn't cover too detailed. So now I think I'll give everyone 3 minutes to write down call to action, and you can write down the feedback also. Oh, and for those that didn't come last week, okay, mainly for the LCVPs or the main person in charge, then you can share your information here. Yeah, I mean, others you can also add in, but then mainly, okay, commission is for LCVP. Yeah. So feedback here and call to action. I'll play some music.